This is the Mexican national team, but they have never won a World Cup. So today I'll be taking over the Mexican national team and aim to win them their first ever World Cup and make them the world's best national team. And we're starting right away in the 2026 World Cup, as this is our group, and the likes of Netherlands is going to make this difficult. And this is the squad for the 2026 World Cup. You might recognize some of these players like Santiago Jimenez, Edson Alvarez, who's played for West Ham, and even Julian Araujo, who has played for FC Barcelona. But it's now time for me to make a World Cup debut as manager against Bolivia in the group stages. However, we're doing more than just winning the World Cup in this video, but I'll explain it to you after this first game. And now Chucky Lozano picks up the ball on the opening day of the World Cup. Jimenez gives it back into Chucky Lozano, who scored that goal against Germany. Back into Santiago Jimenez, who's playing for AC Milan with a finish, and it goes in the first game of the World Cup. Santi Jimenez makes it 1-0. And here come Bolivia as a through ball to Vaca. They're trying to equalize the game. Ronaldo Araujo cannot get there. It's 1-1. And now here comes Marcelo Ruiz right before halftime. We're looking to take the lead. We should not be drawing against Bolivia of all teams. Santiago Jimenez cuts inside, goes for the finesse, and it goes in. Santiago makes it 2-1. He's really gonna carry us in this tournament. And now it's Marcelo Ruiz, and the ball gives it into Alexis Vega. One more goal and this game is over. It's still Alexis Vega, comes back outside, gives it to Santiago for his hat-trick on the opening day, and he gets it. It's all over. We get our first 3 points of the World Cup. And as Santiago Jimenez gets his match ball, I did mention that other than winning the World Cup, I also want to win the Champions League, filled with only Mexican players, as I moved Club America to Football League 2. But we will only have to do that if we don't win the World Cup this season, which I will try to do. Up next, we will be facing the Netherlands, as they sit in first place, scoring more goals than us. But before we get into that game, not only am I going to be a manager, but I will also be a player and eventually play for the national team. But at a 65 overall, at 16 years old, I have to earn my way to the team. But it's now time for the second group game. If we win this game, we would have qualified for the round of 16 or round of 32. I'm not sure which one this mod has. But let's go ahead and try and take my nation to the World Cup victory. And already, here come the Netherlands on the ball. It's Denzel Dumfries running down the wing. These are the teams we won't be able to compete against. It falls into Hartman, and it goes in. That is a terrible attempt of a save from Malagon. But now it's Daniel Malin on the attack. Gives it to Cody Gakpo. A shot from outside the box. Malagon. Easy save. And now it's Eric Sanchez on the ball. We need a goal now to equalize this game. It's Chucky Lozano. We want to already qualify for the second round. It's Julian looking to cut inside. Julian gives it back into Chucky. And here comes Chucky looking for Santiago. Lays it up. Santiago with a finish, and it goes in. 1-1. We're not giving up against the Netherlands. And here comes Edson Alvarez. Gives it to Chucky Lozano. Cuts back. Gives it into Santiago Jimenez. Back into Chucky Lozano. Can we actually take the lead before halftime? It's through to Santiago Jimenez, the AC Milan man, to go in and make it 2-1 for the upset. And it's 2-1 in the 45th minute. All we need to do is maintain this lead, and we qualify to the next round. And here comes Daniel Malin on the attack for the Netherlands, looking to equalize this game. We cannot draw this. Israel Reyes with a brilliant save. And now it's Reyes on the ball. Gives it into Alexis Vega. Alexis gives it into Santiago Jimenez. Back into Alexis Vega. Can he go ahead and take the lead for us? Here comes Alexis Vega. 1v1 against Daniel Verbruggen. And no, it's a save. The follow-up, it goes in. The upset might be complete here. We might be qualifying for the round of 16. And the referee blows the whistle. We have done it. We're going to the round of 16. And it's now time for the final game of the group stage. Surely we're gonna win this game. We're simulating it. Nothing to play for. And it's a 3-2 victory. Let's go. And in the round of 16, we'll be facing Morocco, as the goal for this World Cup is to beat El Quinto Partido curse, which means to get past the round of 16, because Mexico haven't done it since the 1990s. But it's time for a round of 16 tie against Morocco, as Santiago Jimenez is the top goal scorer with 7 goals. Let's see if we can get on and beat the curse. And here come Morocco on the attack. It's Rahimi looking to make it 1-0. Gives it into Aines City. We're looking for the tackle here. Rahimi still in the ball with a shot. It's a great block. And now it's Ibrahim. Gives it into Rahimi looking to make it 1-0. We go for the tackle. We miss. It's a shot. Malagon with a brilliant save. And now it's Luis Chavez with a through ball into Alexis Vega. And here comes Alexis Vega on the ball looking to make it 1-0. Can we go in and successfully score this goal? It's still Alexis Vega. Finesse shot from there, and it misses. We almost make it 1-0. And now it's Edson Alvarez. Gives it into Luis Chavez. Luis Chavez into Alexis Vega. We're on the attack once again. We're kind of dominating Morocco as it is right now. It's still Alexis. Gives it all the way into Eric Sanchez, who falls into Chucky. Straight into Julian Araujo, the ex-Barca player. And it hits the goalkeeper saves it. And here comes Achraf Hakimi, the best right back in the world. Gives it back into Brahim Diaz, into Abu Kilal. Here comes Abu Kilal looking for the shot, and it goes in. We're 1-0 down in the 24th minute. And now it's Edson Alvarez. Gives it to Luis Chavez. Chavez. We need to go now to equalize this game. It's Omar Campos, the left back, gives it back into Luis Chavez, into Santiago Jimenez with the finesse. It's blocked. And right before halftime, here come Morocco once again. It's Brahim Diaz. He's through one goal. We're looking for the tackle. It's a brilliant tackle from Reyes. And here come Morocco once again. Brahim Diaz gives it to Abu Gilal with a shot, and Malagon is keeping us in this game. I'm not sure if we can beat Morocco. But here we come on the counter-attack. It's Eric Sanchez on the ball. Gives it into Santiago Jimenez. We need him to score his 8th goal of the tournament to get back into this game. Santiago Jimenez, and it goes in. That's the man who's carrying us. Hopefully, past the curse. And now it's Alexis Vega on the ball. Cuts back, gives it into Luis Chavez with a through ball. All the way back to Alexis. Gives it to Santiago Jimenez. Cuts back, looking to make it 2-1. And now it's a brilliant save. And now it's Omar Campos on the ball. We're looking for a through ball. We give it into Alexis Vega. Looking to make it 2-1. He crosses it into Santi Jimenez. And it's 2-1. This might be the goal that breaks the curse. And we can go finally to the 5th game of the World Cup. And here come Morocco on the ball. It's Sofiane Diop. Great tackle from Guzman. And now it's a through ball into Chucky Lozano. Can we go ahead and finish off this game? He is way too quick. They can't catch up. It's still Chucky Lozano. Cuts inside. Right-footed finish. It's a save. And now it's Luis Chavez. And here comes Luis Chavez on the ball. Cuts inside. Gives it into Alexis Vega. And here we go. Let's finish off this game. Alexis cuts inside into Santiago Jimenez. And he does it again. Is that another hat trick? We're going to the quarterfinals. We have broken the curse. And the referee blows the whistle. This is the biggest day in Mexican football history in the 2000s. We're finally going to the quarterfinals. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get a 300K as soon as possible. And in the quarterfinals, we do have Germany. And now we did upset Germany all those years ago with a Chucky Lozano goal. But can we do it tonight and go to the semifinal? I think for the first time in Mexican football history. And now it's Chucky Lozano on the ball. Gives it to Santiago Jimenez. And here comes Santiago, gives it into Marcel Ruiz. And it's Marcel Ruiz back into Santiago Jimenez with a finish. It's a save by Ter Stegen. Alexis Vega, we are really showing up right now in this World Cup. Guzman with the header. It's saved by Ter Stegen again. And here comes Jamal Musiala on the ball, through ball into King Kai Havertz. I accidentally paused the game, but he chips it over the keeper. I clicked the pause button. Sorry to ruin the immersion, but Germany go 1-0 up. And now here comes Jamal Musiala, through ball into King Kai Havertz. We cannot concede a second to this man. And it falls back into Florian Wirtz, into Musiala, and it goes in 2-0. I think this is where the journey ends. Our team just simply isn't good enough. And here comes Germany in the ball. Musiala through ball into Julian Brandt with a shot, and it goes in. It's over. In the second half, Germany make it 3-0. And the referee blows the whistle. Our World Cup journey comes to an end as we get knocked out by Germany in the quarterfinals. And as Spain won the 2026 World Cup, we have sold a couple players who are not Mexican. And we'll definitely get rid of the rest that are not Mexican through releasing them or some swap deals. As this is our current side, but we're obviously going to make some signings and send out some scouts to look for some Mexican talent. And as we set our scouts to look for some talents, we have 38 million to spend on some Mexican talent. And here are all the signings I have made. I'm showing you through here because I made way too many. We got Marcelo Flores, we got Chavez on left back, we got Padilla, Emiliano Lara, Santiago Munoz, who actually used to play for Newcastle, Padilla, Martinez, and Guerrero. Everybody under the age of 25. So we can definitely grow them throughout the seasons. And as this is our best lineup, the goal this season is very simple. Go ahead and promote to League One. However, if we fail, the Youth Academy player with the highest potential we have in our academy will be automatically switched to the USA. So in 4 years' time, the US could have a super team because of me. And at the end of the season, of course, we're promoted to League One as we had 2 top goal scorers in League 2. Everybody saw that coming. And this is what the squad is looking like as we're going into League One. Not going over anybody specifically because we're trying to get to the World Cup as soon as possible. And here are our top goal scorers for this season. We have a lot of impressive players, but of course, we're only in League 2. And because we did promote, we're not losing a single Youth Academy player to the USA, so we can promote them when it's time. And we are now in the brand new season. 2 years left to go to the World Cup. We have sold Luis Malagon and will continue to sell Mexicans if top clubs come in for them. But we have signed even more talents in Gomez, Gilberto Mora, and Elias Montiel. And here are the 3 players overall, just so you can analyze them and see their growth in the future. As this is what the brand new side is looking like. As the goal for the season is to go to the championship. If we fail, of course, our biggest talent will become American. And another season, another success as we're taking America to the championship. And some of these players, by the way, look incredible because of dynamic potential. The likes of Marcelo Flores and Eric Sanchez are way above their pay grade. They will probably be leaving for huge European sides next season. But everybody else around them is growing quite nicely as this Mexican side will be incredible in 2 years' time. And here are the top goal scorers of this team. Dynamic potential is really doing amazing work as we're going to the championship. And that means all of the youth talent we have gotten this season are all safe from converting to the US nationality. And kicking off the brand new season as we're 2 seasons away from the World Cup, we have sold 3 players for big money: Sanchez, Marcelo Flores, and Reyes, all to huge clubs. And we've signed Jurado and Guzman as replacements. And this is what the side is looking like. Everybody is growing quite nicely, getting ready for the World Cup in 2 years' time, as the goal is to go ahead and somehow get to the Premier League. I think this team could do it. And it is confirmed we are going to the Premier League, as the World Cup is at the end of next season. And this team is looking absolutely incredible, as everybody in the starting 11 is an 80 overall, except our left winger Jurado, which is completely fine. And here are our top goal scorers, top assisters this season. Our team is growing absolutely incredibly, as next season we'll be in the Premier League, but more importantly is our second try at the World Cup. Surprisingly, in the Premier League, we finished in 8th place, getting closer to that Champions League. However, this is the World Cup group we're in. We have England, Jamaica again, and Peru. But before we get into that World Cup, this is the side that we do have. That midfield of me, Montiel, and Mora is looking incredible. But everybody else seems to be growing quite nicely and slowly becoming Champions League style footballers. As these were the stats in our first ever Premier League season, getting closer to that Champions League. I think very soon we will be in that UCL and winning it with a full Mexican side. But this is what the Mexican national team is looking like in the 2030 World Cup, and it's looking 10 times better than the last one. As in the first game of the World Cup, we have Jamaica. I'm so confident in this team. I am simming the first game because we will also have 2 games to kind of go ahead and recover if we lose, but it's a 2-0 victory. We will take that. As up next, we will be facing England, and if we win this game, we will automatically qualify to the round of 16. And the question is, can we go ahead and beat the 3 Lions like we beat Netherlands 4 years ago to automatically qualify in first place to go on to the round of 16 again? And I pick up the ball now. Once again, I give it into Padilla, looking for the first attack for the Mexican national team in this game. Through ball into Kevin Alvarez, who is playing for our team currently in the Premier League. It's still Alvarez on the ball. Cuts back, gives it on to me. I look for a through ball. I find Santiago Jimenez with a finesse, and it goes in. We beat Ramsdale. We go 1-0 up against the 3 Lions. And Guzman picks up the ball, gives it on to me. I lay it off into Marcelo Flores, the best player in this team. It's back into Santiago Jimenez. Through ball into Marcelo Flores. He used to play for us, but now plays for Chelsea. It's still Marcelo Flores looking for an opportunity here. Crosses it. Gives it into Mora with a shot. It's blocked. Kevin Alvarez lays it off into me. I open it wide for Marcelo Flores once again. Cuts inside. Gives it to Santiago with a finesse. It's blocked again from Tomori. And now here come England in the second half. It's been a boring first half because England plays some of the most boring football in the world. It's Cole Palmer looking for an equalizer here. It falls into Dominic Solanke. Gives it to Jude Bellingham. Great block from Guzman. And here comes Jude Bellingham. It's a through ball into Dominic Solanke. Are we going to concede? And yes, we do. It's 1-1. England have equalized the game. And now I pick up the ball. I give it into Marcelo Flores. And here comes Marcelo. Cuts back. Gives it on to me. And I'm looking for a through ball here. I do find Santiago Jimenez. But does he have enough speed here in the 80th minute to go ahead and score a winner? We come back. It's still Santiago. Gives it all the way into me. Who's going to open up here? I give it to Kevin Alvarez, who finds Padilla, who lays it up into Santiago with a finish. It's an easy save. I think we're drawing this game. And the referee blows the whistle. We get a 1-1 draw, and probably the most boring game of the World Cup so far. Man, I hate playing England. And now it's time for the final group game as we're facing Peru. It should be an easy victory, but Jamaica and England obviously are looking to knock us out. And now it's Marcelo Flores on the ball. First attack of this final group game. It falls into Santiago Jimenez. Can he go and score? Cuts inside with the finesse, and it goes in. It's a 1-0 lead against Peru. But here comes Peru. It's a shot from Cabellos, and it's an easy save from our keeper. But here comes Cortez on the attack against Peru. Gives it to Cabellos with a shot. Malagod makes a great save. Pick up the ball once again, looking for a through ball, and I do find Santiago Jimenez. Can he make it 2-0? And it's going to be a foul. Surely that's a red. And yes, that is going to be a red card. That should secure the victory for us. And now I have the ball. I lay it off onto Santiago Jimenez with a shot, and it goes in. 2-0. We're surely going to the round of 16. And now Santiago Jimenez gives it into Sanchez. And here comes Sanchez with a brilliant through ball. Back into Santi, who's looking to go ahead and get his first hat-trick since the last World Cup. He cuts inside. He's looking to get rid of the defenders. He gives it into Gilberto Mora instead. Mora cuts back. Mora gives it to Santi with a finish, and it's a save. And now I pick up the ball. I give it into Gilberto Mora once again. He gets rid of the Peru defenders. He has a shot, and Mora makes it 3-0. It's all over. We're definitely going to the round of 16. And in the the round of 16, we do have Costa Rica. And let me tell you, boys, we got extremely lucky to get Costa Rica. We might be going to a second quarterfinal in back-to-back World Cup tournaments. And here comes Costa Rica on the attack. It's Zamora on the ball. Great tackle from Reyes, though. And now Santiago gives it to Mora. Mora with a through ball into Marcelo Flores. Can he finally kickstart this tournament? And yes, he does. Marcelo Flores, who is the highest rated player, finally scores his first goal of the World Cup. And now it's Padilla on the ball. Gives it to Santiago Jimenez. Here we go. Can we make it 2-0 and potentially end of this game? It's a through ball into Yael. Padilla for his first World Cup goal. And no, he fails to get it. And now I pick up the ball. I give it into Padilla. And here he comes. Gives it to Santiago. We're looking to make it 2-0. We are really dominating Costa Rica here. I give it back into Santiago Jimenez, who's holding the ball now. Santiago gives it on to me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper, and I miss up. And now it's Mora. Gives it on to Santiago Jimenez. Jimenez gives it back into me. A through ball into Marcelo Flores for his second, and he gets it. 2-0, baby. We're surely going to the quarters. And now I pick up the ball. I give it into Marcelo Flores, who cuts back. We are in the second half now. We're looking to end off this game and go on to the quarters. I give it into Marcelo. Marcelo gives it to Santi. Santi's holding the ball. Who's going to help him? It's still Santiago. Gives it on to me. Can I get my first ever World Cup goal? No, I'm holding it for somebody to score. I give it to Santiago with a finish, and it goes in. It's all over. 3-0. We're going to the quarters once again. And now in the quarterfinals, we are facing the Netherlands. And now, last time we faced the Netherlands, we beat them 3-1 in the group stage to automatically qualify for the round of 16 last World Cup. Can we beat them again to go on to Mexico's first ever semis? And I pick up the ball immediately and I send a through ball into Marcelo Flores. Flores gives it into Santiago Jimenez, who gives it into Marcelo Flores. And here he comes on the run, cutting inside, gives it to Santi. First time finish. It's a great save by Verbruggen. And now Padilla gives it back into me as I give it into Gilberto Mora, who opens it up into Marcelo, who gives it to Chavez. Chavez gives it to Santiago, looking for a shot. It's another block. But now it's Ramon, gives it into Santiago Jimenez. Jimenez is looking for the through ball. He gives it into Chavez, the left back. And here he comes inside, gives it to Mora. Mora into Marcelo Flores. 1v1 against Verbruggen with a finish, and it goes in. 1-0 against the Netherlands. Are we going to our first ever semis? But here come the Netherlands on the attack. It's Somerville, who apparently is Dutch now, instead of English, with a shot. And it goes in. 1-1. Netherlands have tied the game. And I immediately pick up the ball. I give it into Marcelo Flores, who gives it to Santiago Jimenez, who was incredible in that first World Cup tournament. Not so much this season. And now it's Marcelo. Cuts back. Gives it into Chavez. We still have the ball. Gilberto gives it to Santiago with a finesse shot, and it's blocked. And now it's Marcelo Flores on the ball. We're looking for the winner here in the second half. Marcelo cuts back. Gives it into, all the way into Chavez. Chavez into Santiago. Is anybody going to help him? Santi into Padilla. Padilla back into Alvarez. We're passing around the back here, waiting for an opportunity. We give it to Chavez. Chavez through ball into Marcelo. Can he cut inside and score this goal? Marcelo for a second. It's saved. But here comes the Netherlands in the 67th minute. Somerville gives it into Joshua Zirkzee. Back into Somerville, the goal scorer. We miss a tackle. And here he comes once again. Gives it to Javi Simmons with a shot. No. It's passed to Frimpong, and it's saved. Power keep. But now it's Frankie de Jong. Great tackle. We miss it though. And now it's Joshua Zirkzee. Great tackle from Reyes though. But here come the Netherlands. 2 minutes left to go. It's a through ball into Jeremy Frimpong as it falls into Zirkzee. And it goes wide. We almost conceded in the last minutes of the game. And extra time wasn't enough to separate us. We're going to our first penalty shootout at a World Cup. And to take the first penalty is this Willems guy from the Netherlands as he goes to the right and Malagón makes a save. And now Mora to take the first penalty. He goes to the left-hand side and we take the 1-0 lead. And now up next is Cody Gakpo, the man. I'm assuming it's still at Liverpool. Luis Malagón goes the right way, but it's not saved. As I take the next penalty as captain, I have to do my responsibility and score. And yes, we have the lead still currently. It's Jurrien Timber. Goes ahead and goes to the right-hand side. Malagón gets the right way, but he's just too short. As Padilla is up next to take the next penalty. Bottom left, it's saved by Verbruggen. The lead is gone. And now it's Brian Bradbury, the striker. He's surely going to score this as he goes to the right. Malagón is just way too short, man. He's not saving a penalty today. And now Marcelo Flores goes to the bottom right. Okay, we're still in. We need Malagón, or we need the Netherlands to miss here. Javi Simmons, the former Barcelona Academy graduate, down the middle. This is not good, boys. If Reyes misses his penalty, a top center back misses this, we're out of the World Cup. Bottom left, it goes in. We're still in. Let's go, please. Please, Ian Matson, please miss this. As he goes to the right, Malagón makes a save finally. And now, Sanchez, the 90 rated center mid, goes to the bottom right. And we're going to the semifinals for the first time in Mexico's history. Let's go. And in the semifinals, we have Portugal. 1 win away from the World Cup final. 2 countries that have never won the World Cup face off for that spot. And now it's Yael Padilla gives it into Santiago Jimenez through ball into Padilla. Here we go. Can we take a 1-0 lead early on? Padilla bodies up the defenders and it goes in. The Portuguese defenders were asleep. We take the lead. Can we somehow go 2-0 up? It's Padilla on the ball, gives it to Santiago. Santiago gives a through ball into Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez with a through ball into Padilla, the man who scored earlier. 1v1 with a finish, and it hits the post. How do we miss that, man? And now it's Marcelo Flores on the ball, through ball into Chavez. And here comes Chavez on the ball. Gives it inside into Santiago with a finish near post. It's saved. We're dominating Portugal. And now it's Padilla to cross in this corner. Gives it to Santiago with a bicycle kick. It hits the post again. How unlucky can we get in this game? But now it's a through ball. It's a nasty through ball into Gonzalo Ramos, who's 1v1. I'm trying to catch up. I go for the tackle, and I win the ball back. And now here comes Rafael Leao on the attack for Portugal, looking for the equalizer right before halftime. We go for the tackle, and it's a great tackle, and it's a better save. And here comes Mateus Fernandes for Portugal in the second half. Balls it to Gonzalo Ramos, 1v1. Malagón makes a save, but Portugal are not done yet. Cuenda gives it to João Neves. Back into Cuenda with a shot, and it goes wide. We're really dodging bullets against Portugal here. And I pick up the ball. I give it to Sanchez. Sanchez into Gilberto Mora, who gives it into Yael Padilla, who cuts inside, gives it into Santiago. Through ball into me, 1v1 for my first World Cup goal, and I do it. I have scored my first ever World Cup goal as captain. 2-0. We might have secured a place in the final. And now it's Gilberto Mora on the counter-attack. One more goal and this game is over. Marcelo Flores on the attack. 1v1 against Diego Costa, and it goes in. It's all over. We're going to the World Cup final for the first time in this nation's history. And the referee blows the whistle. 3-0 does not show the full story. We did struggle, but we got 3 goals to secure our place in the final. And in the World Cup final, we will be facing Italy. Probably the most defensive team we could have faced. And ladies and gentlemen, this could be the final team that wins us the World Cup. It's not the best team in the world, but they played really solid up to this point. But it's time for the biggest game in this nation's history. Can we become the first team outside of Europe and South America to win a World Cup and be added to the legendary nations list? We got very lucky that we did not face the likes of Spain, France, Germany along the way. But immediately here come Italy. It's Colesso on the attack for Italy. It goes into Esposito, into Nato with a shot, and it goes in. We could see it right away. 13 minutes in, we're down 1-0. And now it's Padilla, gives it on to me. I send a through ball into Santiago, who beats Bastoni with a shot. It's blocked. And now it's Padilla. We're still on the ball here. Still a chance to equalize. Mora gives it back into Sanchez. Back into Mora. Gilberto through ball all the way into Marcelo Flores. And here he comes with the cross in into Santiago. And no. But here come Italy once again. It's Cancelleri on the ball, through ball into Esposito. 1v1 for the finish, and Malagón makes a brilliant save. And now it's Chavez on the ball, gives it to Gilberto, who gives it into Marcelo Flores. Flores through ball into Gilberto. Can we take a lead? Can we equalize here? It's a through ball into Santiago Jimenez. Santiago cuts back. It's still Santi. 1v1 against the Italian keeper, and it goes in. Santi makes it 1-1. Let's go. And now it's Gilberto Mora, gives it into me right before halftime. Can we actually take a lead? Santiago through ball into Padilla. 1v1 again, and it goes in. 2-1. Jimenez has been involved in both goals. We take the lead before halftime. And now it's Chavez on the ball in the second half into Gilberto Mora. We're looking for another goal to extend our lead because Italy can score any moment. We give it into Santi. Santi back into Marcelo. Marcelo cuts inside, and here comes Mexico. Another attack. Marcelo into Santi. Santiago from there. It's a brilliant finish. Oh my days, what a goal. 3-1. We might have won this World Cup. And here comes Esposito on the ball. And here come Italy on the attack. It's Esposito. We win the ball back, but we give it away. It falls into Esposito again. Into Colesso with a shot. Malagón. Brilliant save. But Italy now from a corner. It's Nicolo Barella. We're looking for a shot. I make a brilliant tackle. Can we get another goal? I send a brilliant through ball all the way into Marcelo Flores. Can we actually make it 4-1? I see another run. It's Yael Padilla. He's through and go 1v1 and this game is over. Yael Padilla with a finish. It goes in. It's all over. We're world champions. And I lift the World Cup trophy. Mexico have won their first ever World Cup and the first World Cup winners that isn't from Europe or South America. And we did end up winning the UCL 2 years later with a full Mexican team, as Mexico have become the world's best nation. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to find out how I made Liverpool the world's best team with the brand new transfers.